Hello everyone. In this video, we'll learn how to connect Angular project with Firebase database. Here, Firebase is like it is a database we use. Um, Firebase, here, you come here. Firebase. It is a database. It was introduced by Google in 2011. It was a simple and easy for developers. I will show you how simple it is. Here, come here. I have made just a simple project for your understanding how to use the database. Here we have a login and registry forms. Okay, we'll try to post the data to the database and how to get the data from database. We'll see that in this video. Okay. Okay. Initially, yeah, come to here, Firebase, go into this website, Firebase. Get started. Okay, creating project. Yeah, ask me project name. For example, I'm giving matrimony. Okay, matrimony something is a test application. Okay, then let's give a matrimony. For that, it is automatically created an ID. Okay, continuing this is asking me Google Analytics. Presently, I'm taking no. You can use as well for your project if you have a real-time project. It is a testing application, so I'm not taking Google Analytics. It is creating a project now. Okay, the new project is ready. Continue. Yeah, with the name matrimony created here. Okay. Now come to real-time database here. Okay, create a database. Select the place where your data want to store. I'm selecting here Asia. Okay. See here we have two options here. For real-time project, you want to select this, and you want to make these rules both read and write true. Then only it will work. Now we are using for testing purpose, so I'm selecting this one. Okay, in a test mode. Okay, I'm enable this. Yeah, here it is created here with a null data presently. Okay, we can add here whatever we want, the table, or else from the code itself we can add the things. Okay, I'm not adding anything. Initially it is null. Okay, we have a link. Okay, for a database. Let's see how we can do. Okay, okay. Coming to the coding, I said we have a login and register forms, right? First, we'll see our data is binding or not. First, we'll collect the data. We'll see to come to HTML here. Okay. In this, we have two forms, right? I used ngif and ngif for this both forms for login and register. Yeah, presently I will look in for register purpose. Okay, register form. For that, each input. Okay, I have a first name, last name, age, gender, and we have a email and password. Okay, for that I gave ng model. It used for a it is an directive we use for binding data. Okay, this dot person dot first name. Person is an object, and in that object we have a first name, a last name, age, gender. In this way, we are giving an object person. First, we want to initialize the person. Okay. Yeah. Here in TS file, I have given, see here, initialize here person. In that all the fields what we have, first name, last name, gender, email, password, and age. Okay. We have initialized in TS file, and we have given the values here. Okay, whatever the value comes here, it will bind here. Let's check first initially. Okay, for that, first initially, what I will do is that for checking purpose, for register button, I'm keeping click function. Let's say register. Okay, what I will do in this register function is that I will check data whether we are able to capture or not from this ng model. Okay, the simple thing I will do first initially console.log this dot person. Okay, I'm checking whether after filling the form whether I can see all the details of the person. Let it is coming or not. I want to see in the console. Okay, let's check out now. Okay, now come to register form. I will enter first name, the last name, something I gave here, and then clicking on the register. We'll check in console whether we can get the data or not. See, we got an object. Whatever we write, we are able to bind the data. See, age, email, first name, gender, last name, password. Everything we are able to bind the data using ng model. Now we are getting the data in the person. Okay, in the object this dot person. Okay, we're able to get the data. Now we want to post the data to database here, right? Now what we want to do is that we'll do using HTTP client. Okay, so we imported HTTP client here, and now I want to privatize here, private HTTP client. Okay, now here this dot HTTP client dot, what do we want to do? Post where we want to post to the link of this database. Okay, copy that. Okay, and see it is empty. So I will say users. I will keep a table like having a users. Okay, let's say users dot JSON. I'm giving a name users dot JSON. Okay, in that the data will be stored. Okay, after that, what I want to pass here to this link, the information I want to pass this dot person, this object I want to pass. Okay, after that dot subscribe method we want to use. Response console.log response. Okay, that's it. Now we'll try to post the data to this link. The data is this dot person, and we'll check out the response in the console, what it will be getting. Okay, let's check now. Okay, yeah, now right now, see here the data is empty now. Now we'll check now. Register form. Okay. Now click here. We'll see the console. We got initially the object which we are writing here, and the response. Okay, the response we got name is equal to something, and we have this. Okay, what is his name? This is an ID created for the user. Okay, let's check here. See, you can see here users created. What I said, I want to create a users with user ID. Okay, user ID will be created automatically by the Firebase itself. Okay, let's see what we have in the user. Yeah, see all the details: first name, last name, gender, email, everything. Whatever I gave, it has captured here in the database. It's a simple way and easiest way. I feel everyone can use this database easily, this Firebase. Okay, we created users, in that user ID automatically created, and we got the user information. Okay, good. Okay, next step, what we'll do, we'll get the data. Okay, let's create one more. Okay, I will get the data on the next step. Let's create a dashboard. We have already a dashboard component here. After clicking a register button, I want to go to the dashboard. Let's say that when I click on the register button, I want to navigate to another page, that is dashboard. Okay, in the dashboard, we'll capture the data. Okay, let's come here. Okay, now in ng on it, I want to get the data. Okay, initially when it open the component, let's say it will open all the data which we have. For that, what I want to do is that here HTTP import class HTTP client. Now we'll want to do provide HTTP okay. Now here we can write here in constructor as well. Okay, what we want to write, this dot, I want to get the data. Okay, yeah, from where I want to get the data, that URL which I have got from the database dot slash users, right? We'll check here what we kept, users dot json. Okay, you are getting data dot subscribe response console dot response. Okay, we want to get the response, the what all data should be getting what all data is there in user should get here in console. Okay, let's see now. First, we want to keep a routing, right? Come to login.ts. Okay. After this, what I am saying is that in the register click function, after the response, I want to navigate. Okay. For navigate, I want to write here Firebase route router, right? Here is dot route dot navigate to dashboard. Okay. Okay. We are navigating to dashboard. Okay. You know all know routing, I think so. If you don't know, please go through that routing video, how to do routing. Okay. Next. Okay, let's check. Any errors? No. Okay. Come to register form. Let's give something. Okay, I'm giving some data and I'm clicking here. Yeah, it went to dashboard. Now dashboard is empty. Okay, that's why you can't see anything. It routed to dashboard. Let's see here in console. In dashboard, we got an response. Okay, let's see the object. See, we have an two users we created here. See, we create two users, right? First initially at the time. Now when I registered here, one more user. See, Rohit, Kumar, and here. Now whatever I gave here, we got two users with the two user IDs. Okay, you can see here. And what I did, I get all the data, the two users data here. See here in line number 31, console.response in dashboard. You can see here line number 15. It should come in line number 15. There is a dashboard. Yeah, this is a dashboard component in line number 15 only. Yes, we are getting the response from here with the two user IDs and two users data we are getting. Okay. Particularly if I want one user data, let's see how we can do. Okay, if we know, for example, if I know this user ID, so users slash with user ID dash is there initially. Okay, dash for a user ID dot JSON. Okay, let's check now. Particular user ID response I want to get. Yeah, you can see here only particular user ID. We got a response from dashboard component.ts. Okay, you are doing you by directly knowing seeing a database you are calling this. This is not right way, right? When you are registered only, when you are registered, it will be created the user ID the same ID you want to get the data. Okay, by not seeing through database. Okay, now what I will do is that I will pass ID. When we create an register here, we generated an ID from the response. We got an ID from the response. I will transfer that to dashboard component. Okay, let's see now. Okay, for transferring data, we have a different ways. I'm using, okay, I will use a simple method. Okay, let's say okay, let's say data any in that why I'm showing like likewise I will show you. Wait, response is coming in which form we want to check first initially. Okay, um writing something, we'll check response how we are getting so that we are able to capture that ID. Okay, I already know. For your purpose, I am showing here. While registering, I'm getting a response here. This one, response. See here, while registering, we generated an ID with a name. Okay, ID with name. Okay, I want to capture that and I want to send to the next component, that is dashboard. From login to dashboard, let's do. Now what I did is I initialize the data as any type, that is an object, and in that name I have initially nothing is there, empty. Okay, now I want to bind the data to data. Okay, let's see now. This dot data dot name equal to response dot name. No, it is not taking the name. What we can do, okay, let's check once. We'll keep a console. Console log this dot data dot name. Okay, let's check now once. Once again, we want to do. We'll try to issue once again. We'll see in the console what is the ID it is binding or not. Yeah, initially I want to show with the login, right? Login data we are binding. Line number 33, we are getting only object with a name. I want just that name. Okay, I want to capture that. So what I want to do is that let no, it is not taking that. Okay, what we'll do is that then, yeah, I'm changing whole thing for that. Okay. Uh, Now you can see here what I did is response. This dot data is equal to response. Okay. The data we have a data dot name is equal to ID and console log ID. Okay. I'm passing this response to data and data dot name. I'm getting passing to this ID console log ID. Okay. Next, it is not necessary. Okay, we can pass the response through here through router link, or we can I'm storing in local data. Two I'm doing here. Let's check now whether we are getting this ID or not. Only the ID. Okay. By testing here, we are creating number of users. We have 4 users now. Let's create one more. Here I am not explaining you the authentication part. I'm just explaining just posting data and getting data from the database. See here you got an ID now. Now you are getting the ID, particular ID only of the user. Before that, from the response dot name, it is not getting for me. So what I did is that this dot data is equal to, here I initialize before like only data is any, and the name in that we have a name as empty string. Now what I did is that this dot data is equal to response, then let ID is equal to this dot data dot name. Okay. Now it is able to capture this dot name to the ID. So I console that ID, and now this dot router dot navigate. I can send the response here as well. I can keep ID here from here as well, and I'm keeping local storage dot set as ID value here, local storage also. Okay. Now coming to dashboard.ts. Now we can get the ID in two ways, through local storage or through navigator route. I will get by this local storage. Let's check now. Yeah, we got a response of whole thing. I want only the particular user, right? I want to keep that here. Okay. For that, what I want to do is that first I want to get the ID. For getting the ID, local storage dot get item. What we gave the key ID, right? Let ID equal to local storage dot get item. The water value it is we have given, the ID value will come here. Okay. Now what I will do is that users now I want to ID value. I will keep an ID value here. Plus again it is a JSON, right? JSON. Okay. Now whatever the law registered, when we register ID created, the ID will come here, and only that will automatically or dynamically it will come here. Okay. We are not giving manually, we are giving dynamically. Whoever comes register comes here, that response will come here. Okay. Let's check out now. We have 3 errors. No cross headers. Okay. what is error where we are getting is course error. Okay. Somewhere I given the statement as wrong. Dot JSON. Yeah, dot JSON. I think that is the issue. Yeah. Okay. Come to register form once again. Now we'll do Dhoni. The last name is Kohli. And I'll keep it 30. Something I'm giving data. Okay. Yeah, I'm registering here. What error? I think so. Let's see once. No. Why it is not get routed? I don't know why it is not getting routed. Let's check out in login.ts. I want to go to the dashboard, right? Let's say it is normally go without any data. Okay. Now, yeah, going to dashboard. Let's see the particular user data I'm able to get or not. Okay. It is showing null from dashboard TS line number 17. Okay. We got some errors. Yeah. The response we got null with this ID. Now, whether we want to check the ID we are getting rightly or not, or else we'll keep here in what is happening. We'll check whether the ID is coming perfectly or not initially. For that, in a dashboard, I'll keep a console here, console.log ID. Okay, let's check out now and come here to login.ts. Okay, before routing only we are setting the data here. Let's check now. Okay, once again I'll check in dashboard here itself. We can local storage means it's already it will be there. Yeah, it is getting the line number 18 null and dashboard line number 15. I'm getting a data here. What is the what problem we'll see once. Line number 15. What is the line number 15? ID. I'm getting the ID, but I'm not getting the response from this. Okay, what's happening here? Users and the ID dot JSON. Okay, nothing space is there. right? Everything is fine. Or else we'll remove. No, we should have a JSON. Okay, let's check once. No, course error is showing me. We want to keep JSON here. Oh, sorry, slash won't be there. Only dot JSON will be there. Okay, that is the issue. Before that, I kept a bar here in front. That is the issue. Okay, let's check now. It's still showing a null here. Let's check whether the user. Okay, which ID we have? Last DWCK, DWCK. We didn't create it, not created user. That one, yeah, that's why it is showing error. Okay, let's add a new one. We got a problem, I think, so the time. Let's add a new user. Format. I'm just pasting here. We went to dashboard. Still, I'm getting a null. I don't know why. It is not creating a user. Somewhere I'm doing a mistake. Or else, what is the mistake I'm doing? Why it is not creating? Up to 4 it is created perfectly. Now after that, what happened? Yeah, login notice. Yeah, here what the mistake is users. See, I have the letter is missing, spelling mistake. Users, I want to post the data. That is why it is not posting data. Okay, now we'll check. Sometime the minute mistake will get headache for us. Let's see now. Now definitely it will work. This response should come in the console of dashboard. Okay. Let's check in the console. Still it is showing the null. Why? User is not created. Yeah, the path also, sorry, the wrong thing I have. The path also we have a mistake here. In the login.ts, I changed at the middle here. Sorry for that. Okay. The path also got a mistake here. This one and here. So we are getting like that, not performing. Okay, now we'll check now. Sorry, this is a user only. I forgot this one. This is a user only we created here. See, sorry, users. Okay, users for JSON. Okay, let's check now. Yeah. Now, yeah, let's okay. Write a proper naming better. I want to just bind the data also. I will show you data binding there. Okay. Please sure. You can see in a console. Now we can see here an object. Yeah, whatever we type here, the mail ID, first name and last name, we are getting the only the user. Okay. From the login page, I'm getting here. I'm getting the user ID. With that, I am calling the particular user. I want to bind the particular user data. It is simple. We have in a console. We can do it easily, right? Here, what dashboard have a HTML. Okay. Here, I kept this dot person. I created an object here. Okay. I want to initialize this. This dot. Sorry, person. I've given a person, right? Yes, person. Let's say any type. Let it be an object. I'll keep. And what I will do is that this dot person equal to response. I'm sending this response to this person, and the person whatever details has here, it will should bind here. Let's check out now. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, first name, last name. It is not in order, so it is showing in this way. So whatever the image which is default I kept, they able to bind the data. Okay, this way we can push the data. Sorry, post the data and get the data from using Firebase database. It is very simple to use this. We use in a testing purpose. For real-time database, we use a different way. This is a simple for a testing purpose. That's it from this video. Okay, I will show you for real-time database how we can do is that some changes will be there. Directly we don't do. Okay, Firebase in Angular 13. Okay, what we want to do is that okay, come to this website. Anything almost a similar way we use in a real-time database. What you want to do is that you want to install this one in your project command, and you want to keep this file will be having here yeah, these are having matrimony this one, right? For the web you can do here, come here, something your name matrimony web. Okay, set up host. No, I'm not hosting. just register app. I want to get Firebase SDK for using real-time database. Okay, it is showing what you want to do step by step. npm install. This uses command here. Okay, in the project line itself. Okay, use that, install the Firebase, and next what you want to do is that copy this, and what you want to do is that come to the project. In environment, we have two, environment.ts and environment production.ts. Here initially you want to keep here in this way. Okay, in real-time scenarios I'm saying. Okay, you can do in this way. While production time you want to do here. Okay, copy the code here, copy this code here while production. Okay, when the app is running in the production mode. Okay, after that in app.module.ts you won't import Angular Fire module, and here as well you want to initialize app in environment.firebase config. These lines of code you want to use. That's it. You can do in a real-time applications as well. As I explained you before, it was in for testing purpose. For real-time database and real-time projects, you want to do in that way. Okay, both are easy. Now for testing purpose, I have told in this video in this way. Yeah, thank you very much.